Welcome everyone to the Amgen Tour California. We're here at the official race hotel. Actually, we have a lot of very heavy hitters, not only on the bike but off the bike. Kristen Klein, the president of the Amgen Tour California, is joining us. Kelly Staley and company, Zach and Ryan. It's great. So we are here today with Phil Liggett and Paul Sherwen. Guys, welcome to Zwift. So this is Watopia. All of our friends joining the ride. It's great to have you. I see you logging in right now and signing in. And we're really looking forward to Monica's leadership. You can see that is our ride leader, Monica Holmes. Monica, we love you. Monica's been doing a great job with our Amgen Tour of California Zwift rides all year long. She really is. She's been great. So, Phil, well, how you doing? Another big day at the Amgen Tour?
With 10 seconds to go, I feel great.
Well, you'll be all right. We're going to roll out, gentlemen, and everyone that... Oh, this is Paul Sherwen as well. Paul, welcome.
Thank you very much. Bam.
We're off. All right. So, guys, really, the one thing to remember, Monica, our ride leader there, she's got this in hand. So
now which one is
you're
me
just
here?
so Monica's got the yellow beacon above her. Now, so Phil, you're in the group. You're in the wheels. Feeling good.
Give me a clue where I am.
Phil, you raced, didn't you? Going back, I'm going to say before your journalistic career kicked off.
Before the First World War, actually.
Yeah.
No, I raced for 12 years as a first category rider.
Same thing for the Americans that go over to Europe. It was a big deal for an English kid to go over, wasn't it, back then?
Huge. Going into Europe was very, very special. And you had to do it on your own money. And if you didn't win money, you didn't stay because we didn't have any sort of money in the bank.
Nothing like living hand to mouth, right?
That was absolutely what it was. Yeah.
And you know what, Paul, I heard you race too. You had a couple of years, huh? Kicking around in the old big leagues.
Kind of pretended.
No, you were that team you rode for, La Redoute, is one of those. The teams from that era now have become legendary, and that team was one of them.
Dave, while you're talking to me, you're making me get dropped here.
Okay, all right, come on. We'll crack the whip for you. Right. So
I don't know where
are
I
you,
am
Liggett?
here.
So you can one of the. So all right, you are. You're going to be able to tell who you are, your perspective right now, and we have the ability to look at it from a lot of different ways. But you're the person that you see there with the orange helmet in our Amgen Tour of California Zwift kit. Looking good, guys.
We feel good too.
Yep. So once again, so this is all, you talk about it on the broadcast, watts and kilos, and that's really what we're doing here. So as you make the watts, all right, we're going to... Phil, you are now, some people are just kind of dropping back, it looks like.
Mr. Walsh has stopped there from Australia.
Yeah, we've had some very, very interesting names joining us. Jens has been riding with us. Lawrence Tendam has been riding. A lot of people giving you guys the thumbs up. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign. But
yeah, encouraging.
I was told by the organisers we'd be doing the flat loop.
You are.
I can see there.
I can feel the old heart going. Oh,
yes.
man.
It says hilly loop.
Yeah.
That's a new word for a flat route, is it?
Yeah, that's right. Alternative facts that we use, right?
Yeah.
Fake news.
Fake news, right?
There we go.
So, no, you're going to see it's so realistic. The smart trainers today, it really is next level. I'm so glad to have you guys out here riding. Phil, this is the kind of thing, imagine this technology. You know what? The first question, Paul, actually is coming in for you.
Oh.
I think it's apropos, as they say. What one piece of equipment that's available today on the guys have on their bikes? Power meters, maybe electronic shifting, ETAP from our friends at SRAM. What is one thing you wish you had now, or excuse me, then, that's available now?
Very good question.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I'm not too big.
I should come up with some of these.
You
It's
should,
good. Yeah.
I'm not too much of a believer in the electronic system yet. But I think probably the heart rate monitor,
Yeah, that's
which
pretty,
nowadays we didn't have.
Yeah.
Put a finger on the pulse and you fell off the bike.
Yeah. Now here is a heart rate monitor for Paul. What about you, Phil?
There
That's
it
such a
is
good
now.
question. I'm going to bounce it your way. What do you? I mean, there's some really amazing stuff out there.
Listen, I've just found out about this app. Things keep falling in your back pocket and slowing you down. Serious. Anyway, what did you say?
Heart rate monitor.
Yeah. I guess that your answer is the same as
I had
Paul's.
one once.
Heart rate monitor.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I reached my maximum within 20 meters of starting.
That's not a
I
good
never
sign.
wore one again.
Yeah.
No,
That's
that's
discouraging.
because you went under a power line.
Right. Yeah.
That was in the front garden, actually. I must say, this rain's heavy.
Oh, it's terrible. It's very
I'm
realistic.
soaking.
I'm
Yeah.
soaking. I should have brought a jacket.
Why is everybody stopping on the road?
You guys, what time in the morning do you guys get up to start
Oh,
your
today.
coverage?
Wow.
It was a big day today, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh,
Tell him, Paul.
This
I
morning we
can't.
got up early because we revoiced the women's Hampton Tour of California, which is going to be on NBC 24th of May.
What an
Hour and a
awesome
half.
race! So you guys had a chance to see what
I'm
an
gonna attack
amazing,
you.
amazing event that was. 4 days up Tahoe, Elk Grove, and Sacramento. I'm glad you guys
Oh,
are
it was
throwing
beautiful.
your weight behind it.
Well, I think it was beautiful. You know, you start off with a little bit of a tough couple of days, and I don't think the organisers.
Oh, downhill, look out.
Go, Phil, go!
You can stop pedaling, Phil.
Hey.
And
Look at that, over
I don't
the
think
top.
the organisers could have come up with a better finale to have it all decided on the
Yeah.
final day in a
Yeah.
sprint like that. That's just brilliant.
And the way they dovetailed the two races together there in Sacramento was perfect as
Is
well.
it normal?
I was pumped.
That I should be out of breath.
Yeah.
Okay.
To tell you the truth,
Okay.
yeah, there's no doubt. This
What
is
does- what
so
does that mean?
unbelievably real. That means you're in the group. You're the group.
Okay, that's
You're in the
fine.
group.
Yeah, Phil's chasing the group now. If
Do
you were
they
a true
actually
teammate,
stop for
and
coffee?
Zwift, we operate as a team. Ian
Well, I'm
and
gonna wait
Tyler.
for Phil.
Yep, you're gonna wait for Phil. Good.
Oh, God, we're going to the
Did
hill.
did Micah? We didn't get to see it all today. Phil, did Micah have a problem late in the race? Flat tire or something like that?
When?
Today,
I-
the
oh,
yellow
No,
jersey.
Peter Sagan did.
Not a good time
did.
climbing
He had
this
a flat
hill.
tire, but got back into the race pretty quickly.
What did you think of the backdrop for the stage that we had yesterday in Morro Bay?
How come Phil's still going uphill?
Well, he's on a different part of Watopia.
You know
I'm a
what,
bit
Phil?
of a way
Then you are.
behind.
I think you're on the easy ride.
What, going uphill?
Flipping
And
heck going
I'll tell
uphill.
you what, Micah's looking so confident. But we'll know tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean it.
Here comes another thumbs up in the back pocket.
Yeah, they're really
Thank
digging
you,
Phil.
guys. Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, boy.
Hey, I can see Morrow Rock.
Another good question coming in, guys. In your experience, boy, '88, you were still racing, weren't you?
First year I retired.
Was it okay?
I
Right at
raced
the
up
end.
until
Okay.
1987.
So did you went in and became Motorola's press agent, right? Wasn't that a job you had immediately after?
No. 1987 I retired. I became a team manager for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
88, 89.
What team?
The rally team in England.
Hey, that's
Then I
a
went-
fitting result today.
Well, yeah, the rally team.
Yeah,
First and
that's- yeah,
second
right,
today. Slightly different spelling.
They'll just take credit anyways.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm nervous on this bridge.
yeah, be careful, Phil.
So 2 years rally team manager.
Then I went walkabout back to Africa, and then after that, I came back and became the PR manager for
That's
Motorola,
through the
91
sprint.
to 96.
Okay, guys. So the question is, Phil, this is for you as well.
Yep.
Hampton's '88 Giro win or Le Mans '89 Tour win, which was a bigger upset?
Upset.
Ooh. Boy, these are great
Upset.
questions.
I've
What's
never
going
had a
on
question
with the
like
questions?
that in my life.
Yeah.
Upset, I wouldn't say it was an upset. I mean, I
For
think,
Hampton or Le Mans?
for Le Mans, it was never really an upset because it
It
was
was a great battle.
it was a fantastic tour that bounced both ways.
Right.
My favourite
all
tour.
the way through the race.
Yeah.
One
I've
way
just seen the
back
Blue
and
Jay.
You saw Blue Jay?
Yeah, just to be
Yeah.
entered.
Hey,
Yeah.
you really love birds, Phil. Don't you?
I do, yeah.
What's your favorite bird?
There's
Mine's
so
the
many.
flamingo.
Well, it's a very pretty
No,
bird.
pelican. I'm changing to pelican.
A wonderful bird is a pelican.
Well, a pelican-
Its beak can hold more than its belly can.
Oh, I'm on the
This is the
cobble,
kind of
bum,
stuff
bum,
you
bum,
learn
bum,
as-
cobbles at the moment.
Oh,
Up and down, up and down.
yeah, that is the next level
you
for
can feel 'em
Zwift
in
is
the
going to be
pedals.
having sensors
I
that
tell you what, this app is
jangle you.
amazing.
So you guys, okay? I want an answer, gentlemen. So you're kind of saying Le Mans
I,
wasn't an upset, so the answer
No.
has to be Hampton's '88.
I think
Yeah,
so.
but even then,
I've lost control of the
it was,
gears
a,
now.
it was
Yes,
a
I think
strange
so.
day. And you know, nowadays we've
Oh, they're
got
coming back.
adverse climatic conditions,
God, that was rough, that
rules
road.
and regulations and stuff like that. In
Yeah.
those days,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Well, the
Hampton
rain
did what he
stopped
had to
anyway.
do. You know, and Andy was a great bike rider. Let's not forget he
I can
finished
see Mike
in
Grainer
the top
saying
10 of the
words
Tour de
Paul and
France.
Phil.
I think he
must
was
be up
fourth,
front.
wasn't he, one year?
Michael.
Michael
Good idea.
Roth joining us. So our Amgen family is close. They
Oh,
really
Michael.
are. And
My
Michael
second's
is.
just arrived.
I think Michael's the hardest working. Now Kelly Staley is the hardest working AEG employee, but Michael
Paul
Roth
was
is the
just
one
here
that.
with me.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, he's been there
Close the
longer than
gap.
anyone. Hey, Michael, I want to compliment you guys. You were there for a chairman's dinner. Bill Walton was so fun.
Oh,
He's
it was
fantastic.
really
Yeah,
good.
what a Phil, you've met a lot of people through cycling. One of the most unique views on life has to be Bill, huh?
Well, a charming man, a gem of a person. Obviously, he was a great athlete, and he's a bit bigger than me. Oh, quite you near hit that fella.
You know what? Can you imagine, guys? I mean, obviously, as now, Paul, you're calling me
Holy
big man.
butterfly.
I guess that's our new thing, right?
I'm
so,
not.
Well, so the when you're around
How long is
Taylor
this hill
Finney,
we're on?
I'd never be rude.
no, of course not. When you're around Taylor Finney, or a Mickey Shar, for that matter, boy,
Yep.
they're tall dudes, aren't they?
They're big guys. But the thing about cycling is it doesn't really matter what size.
Yeah, there
you're
is
really-
no body type.
There
is there?
isn't. There's
no- yeah.
absolutely no body type at all.
I'm getting back
Look
to
at
passing riders.
Salvatore Comesso. Remember Salvatore Comesso?
Yeah.
Probably 5'4",
And well, he should
200
have been.
pounds.
He should have been a boxer. In fact, he was kicked out of a couple of races for boxing.
Yeah, he was a tough guy, right? A little rough and tumble.
Close the
Yeah.
gap.
Hey, what?
I'll never get round. Whoa, look at this.
He'll
What
bet.
a bump. And again. Wow.
Where has Phil been our whole lives on Zwift? Phil
that's
could
it.
have his own show. I think Phil.
I'm
We have
down
found
Ocean
it.
Boulevard.
Zwift
These two
is
guys in front of me. switching.
Tyler. Zwift is Phil's jam. Apparently,
This is the one.
this
is
works
the one.
out well.
Rain has stopped. I've seen Ulysses butterflies.
Hey,
All is
by the
well.
way, we wanted to say hi to Mr. Bath Salts. He's Lawrence Tensdown's friend
Oh.
that rides with us a lot
I've
here
heard
on
about
Zwift.
Look at these two
So,
roughing me
guys,
up. Get the names.
you know what? Paul, you're making it look easy because that's
Yeah.
Monica right there. So your
Hey,
route
Paul,
is
you
coming
back
back
in the
together.
peloton?
So you're right
actually,
there.
that's not quite right because a few moments ago I saw a message to Monica. Please slow down and wait for Paul.
I keep
Did
getting
that- oh,
people
you
saying
see
close
that?
the gap.
It
Right.
flashed up.
See, that's
That's Monica there. You see the little beam going up to heaven?
like a shaft of light.
That's it, exactly. That's
Yep.
where
Ah.
I have to get to.
Well, you're there. You're in this
Well,
We
group.
must be
Just keep-
halfway, aren't we?
We're trying.
Yes. How many years were you pro, Paul? Was it? It was more than a decade that you rode.
Greg Henderson says slowing.
Good old Greg.
I hope he's not following.
Hey, one-armed man.
How many years pro for you, Paul?
10. That was enough.
Right. No, yeah. I can only.
I couldn't take any more reporting on
Oh
10
boy,
years was enough.
guys, this one has been pretty controversial through the year. Disc brakes. It's easy. Yes or no? Where do you stand? I need to know where you stand.
As a pro,
It's a really tough one. I think you've got to look at technological advances.
Yep.
I think it's pretty scary to have an open disc. But, why not develop some kind of cover
I think they
as you're on a
are.
motorbike? And then
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
I like these guys. They're helping me now.
Okay, good. See, these guys know where their bread is buttered, huh?
Yes.
You come back and help
Look at
Phil
this.
Liggett, you just might get a shout out on
Look at
NBC
that.
Sports tomorrow.
All these thumbs up, bits of love.
Yeah,
Thanks,
a lot
guys.
of thumbs up. And
Hey,
now
Phil,
you're
just-
organizing.
As a bit of an advice, Phil,
Yep.
just coming up is the Strada Bianchi.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
So you're
thanks.
not too far behind.
Oh, really?
See,
I
all
can't
these
possibly
features.
get it. Achievement unlocked.
So I think
Oh, yeah.
I think you guys will appreciate
that.
this.
Look at all
Well,
these
there's
thumbs up are pouring in.
Over
there.
120,000 people now are monthly subscribers on Zwift.
Oh.
Where you're riding, this is an actual island. It's Cook Island, so you guys would know where that is.
Cook Island, yeah.
Northeastern Australia coast
Yeah,
area,
Captain
right?
Cook got there
so,
first.
right, there you go. He was English, wasn't he?
Oh, yes, very much so, yeah.
So,
Captain Cook went to the brook to find Victoria Falls. He slipped, and you can imagine the rest.
yeah.
Thank you.
What
I'm not used to the gears.
what
I'm
is
the
going
wrong
on
way.
in that brain of yours, Paul Sherwen? There,
Hey,
there
what's
was
going on here?
some very
I'm on
interesting
the
things
Strada Bianchi.
happening in those form, like
Oh,
4 or
another
5-year-old
oh.
Paul was clearly
Yeah.
okay. So he's Phil's on Strada Bianchi now.
Let me get off it.
The white roads.
How
The-
many minutes behind you, Paul?
I don't know. Not far.
Phil, is that the best new race in the last 2 decades?
Yeah, oh,
Strada
yeah,
Bianchi.
absolutely.
Yeah, no question, right?
Yeah.
No, it's brilliant. And I think
I've never seen
Love
the
it.
thing is that so many guys actually
Oh, yeah, back on
ride
it.
off-road on their bikes.
Phil does not like these wind turbine things because they birds hit
No,
them.
you're correct.
No, but he's quite
Yeah.
happy today
If that's
because the way
the
they're
price we
going,
have to pay, get rid
they're
of them.
pushing him along.
I don't think you don't like wind turbines.
No.
I know.
No,
Yep, that's.
I don't like drones.
Okay, so wait,
either.
where did we vote on? So yes, but put the shields on, the covers
I mean,
on
I'm
disc
all
brakes.
All these
for-
loves there. A lot
Phil-
of people out there don't like them.
So what do you like, Phil? That's the.
I like a quiet life. That's gone. I like birds, obviously. particularly involved in
I like-
rhinos and
Again,
saving
you know
the
what?
rhino.
If you want the quiet life, do like Phil and move to Africa.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a little quieter there.
No, certainly.
Well,
When
our
you get out
friends are
in
in
the bush.
cycling, in all
Uh,
honesty, Dave.
How's the gold mine business, Paul?
Oh, I
Gone.
got out of that a long time ago.
Oh, you're out.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but I haven't been paid yet.
Yeah.
It's a good old African story.
That's, well, so we were joking. Phil and I both agreed. Whatever happened to the African proverbs that we had loved? So, didn't that guide you through your day,
Yes.
Phil? Me too.
I
it was
miss
like a
those.
beacon of light, and then you quit.
Well, the problem is,
No,
there's
the problem-
365 days in a year, and after 365 proverbs, I ran out.
Yeah. So you weren't writing
But
the
I can
proverb.
reveal a secret here.
Oh, good.
I
Please.
stole a lot of them off BBC World Service.
So that's what was going on.
Shit.
So you're pretty much
But
just hanging around.
People in Africa, all over Africa,
These thumbs up
actually
are
send in
pouring.
these African proverbs to the World Service. And
Right.
if they're good enough, World Service reads them out. And if I can see that it's appropriate,
I'm having a drink,
Then I-
everybody.
then
You
you
can't
reiterate.
see.
Bounce it up.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're a
Nice
messenger
tone.
as well. Thank
There
you,
you
Paul. When you raced, what was your favorite race?
Paris-Roubaix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was third in the amateur
Hey,
version.
is it interesting, Phil, to you that Americans have really caught on with Flanders? Flanders has
It's
become as
fantastic.
important as Roubaix here now. It shows a little more, people getting a little more savvy in the States thanks to your hard work, man.
Ah, but let's face it now, the Americans are very good. There's a group of Americans, men and women, who are the best in the world now.
Yeah, we really have this amazing,
Yeah.
amazing, and wait till, the 15, 16-year-old, the younger junior.
What's his car
there's,
doing?
There's more. There's no car.
Well, what is it? Hallucinating?
Yeah, you're hallucinating.
Oh.
Hey, when you get at the end of the stage, you go cross-eyed and then tunnel vision, and then you
Look
see
at
a
that
car.
one. I can see the tunnel vision.
I'm just past the lady. That's
So
the
this is
first
you're
time in my
underwater.
I think we're going through an aquarium here, Phil.
This
You
is-
like it when you
aquarium.
get here because you'll be able to see all the...
Can you
I
imagine
can't
how
swim,
much
by the
this
way.
feature cost to make in the real world?
Oh, there's my mate.
Hey, that's
Well
Monica.
done.
Hey,
Yeah,
Monica.
She's come up.
Yep.
She's going to pace me now.
Have you got up there, Paul?
Yeah, I'm with Monica. Look,
How'd
I've
you
got
do
that.
that?
No, you're in it now too, Phil. Good job. You're closing down.
Am I?
It looks like Estrada is helping.
I'm catching a few
hey,
drops.
there's a
Riders
T.
here.
I like Estrada. He's definitely
He's looking
doing
after
some
me.
solid
Oh,
pulls.
sorry, I didn't mean to bump him.
No, you're okay
Yeah.
with that. That's not. Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. Good job, Phil. Phil's coming back, Paul.
Oh, no, he is.
He's closing it
He's
down.
done a
So
fantastic job.
never. Hey, did you guys the breakaway today? The Rally Boys. They're friends
Oh,
of ours
over
on
the
Twitter.
moon.
Yeah.
Over
How
the
about that 1-2? When's the last time you saw two guys in a 5-hour break go 1-2?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Very good question.
Terrific.
Yeah.
How many? Well, Phil, he always thought they were going to survive.
Aye.
Until 3 kilometres to go, I thought they were going to get caught.
Got a bit dicey.
Got to be
you
honest.
know-
Got to be honest.
But
I mean, as we're on record that I was exactly like you. Phil is like
Again,
an
before he
oracle.
changed his mind,
Phil's
as
an
usual.
oracle. Paul.
I think he is.
Yeah.
in fairness, we've just been speaking to a few of the riders in the race while I've been here, and they were happy that they made it because they said it was a really hard day.
Boy, I gotta say, the amount of horsepower that Quick Step has and
Yeah.
Katusha, then they were
Yeah.
both pitching in.
Well, we were
Yeah.
talking to Koen de Kort just outside before we
Yeah.
came in here, and he said he kept looking at his speedo, and they were doing 55 to 60 kilometres an hour constantly in the group behind.
That's
Yeah.
that's insane that they held that. Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of riders here, boys.
Well, now this is what we call there's the yellow jersey group. There's the Phil Liggett group.
Yeah.
So Phil Liggett group coming together now. It's a strong group too, Paul. Look at these guys. They're motoring now.
And
So
they're pacing Phil back. They realise
Oh,
he's
they
doing
all-
yeah.
They all
They felt
started
that their
too
leader
fast.
was in trouble, and they went back, and now they've rescued him.
Well, I'm doing what I'm told. I keep looking
Which
at Greg
you
Henderson
have
there.
been, I got to say, Paul Sherwen deserves a lot of credit here. Right on Monica's wheel.
Slow it down, Paul.
This
keep
is
telling you.
an impressive job.
I'm
That's
coming.
Monica's there. You see the M?
Yeah,
She's the Amgen Tour California lead.
yes. And
How
she's
long
been
is this
doing this
tunnel?
for us, guys, for all year. We have these great rides. I mentioned Jens and Lawrence. We had, you guys know who Rasan Bahati is?
Oh.
Remember him?
Remember the name? Yeah.
Yeah, American.
Yep.
And also
Very
Ivan
good crit rider.
Dominguez. Yeah,
Ivan
great
Dominguez,
crit rider.
yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I
Dominguez was
think I commentated on Dominguez winning the New York City Grand Prix.
You sure did.
Wow.
Right, yep.
Good
Wall,
one,
Wall Street, right? Wasn't it on
It
Wall
was
Street?
right down at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Phil Liggett.
I'm going up the
Since
hill.
Phil seems to know
Always-
everything, right?
Yeah,
But
always
that's what
does.
who's going to win on Mount Baldy?
Yeah.
Our guests were being asked, I should say.
Well, I know Michael wants to,
I was just going to say Rafa
but I'm
Michael.
wondering, he suffered today. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
worried
so
he
did
doesn't
everybody
know.
else.
He doesn't know.
Boy, I
And
mean,
this is a race of surprises, so I really don't know, but He's the obvious choice.
I would agree. I would
Yeah.
agree. I mean, you have to say, if not Micah, then who? You know, who's going to climb better than the
Likes
two-time
the
King of the
Italians, could go
Mountain
well.
from the Tour de France? Yeah.
Yeah, trouble
Well,
today.
you know, you never know. Lachlan Morton, when he's
Well,
on.
Lockie, Lockie, I think is really motivated.
Yeah.
You can't discount George Bennett. I think the team have got big confidence in him. I think his ride last year in the Tour of Spain put him into a team leader position.
What about Haysink, guys?
Well, then,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a bit joker.
Yeah.
But when you've won somewhere in the past,
Yeah.
you're just that little bit more
Yeah.
motivated.
And you know, so he's another one of
Phil.
these guys.
Hello.
You enjoying the tour?
I'm hating every
Flipping
minute.
hard, isn't it?
But I do like the app, I'll give you that. Yeah.
I tell you what, there's no doubt for the riders it's hard, but I'm impressed by. Let's go back to what I was asking before, Phil. You guys are up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
and pretty much it doesn't stop until sometimes 10, 11 at night.
No, last night we got to the hotel just on 10 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. Where'd you stay? Down
Always at the
here?
finish line.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're at the finish line today, here in Santa Clarita. So after this, if we've got the strength, we'll drive to a hotel in Ontario. About
And
2
now,
hours.
do you guys drive yourselves?
Well, Paul drives.
Paul drives. Yep.
Somebody's got to guide him.
And would you
going
have
out.
it no other way? Is this how it is? If you're
But since
Same
Phil
on
and
the
I
tour.
started doing the Tour de France together in 1986, I've driven every kilometre of the except one night.
That's
when I got-
awesome. People don't realize how tough that is. You know, I have heard stories about friendships ending in those cars. Your colleague Bob Roll can be particularly tough.
Yeah, it's not always a lot of fun to drive with Bob.
Gogo is still shaking it off. So,
But Phil trusts my driving,
Absolutely.
and I trust
Yep.
his map reading.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it makes it. It's
The
almost
consequence
like
is
a,
we're usually upside down and get totally lost.
Tour of California, we have seen some really cool things. There was a bear
Oh,
up
yes.
there. That was in Towle.
Yes.
Have you seen these incredible elephant seals?
No, not
No.
here, no. I've seen them in
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh, but you would have them in Africa, right?
probably down in the south.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably south.
I'm not
Africa.
sure.
I think
We
that
have them in Australia.
they have penguins in
Phillip
South
Island are
Africa.
full of
I think.
Hey, about a shout out for Monica. She's doing a great job.
She's awesome.
She's holding for
Love
me.
the work.
This is
I'm
I
coming
don't
back,
take
Monica.
this personally,
Wait for me.
but Monica
The mountains erupted in front.
you got to get on your horse.
According to the speed, I'm catching up.
Now you've done really well. You've ridden your way back into the race. They wrote
Whoever
Phil
said
off.
Phil is a legend,
Some
I
people wrote
love
him
you. Could be a dead one in a few minutes.
So 3
Only
stages.
24 minutes ago, Phil.
You're good. We
Oh.
got this. Just, you know.
I'm not even halfway.
So are you
Great
exhausted?
first lap, Mr. Holmes. Well done.
Not on the bike. This probably feels good actually.
No,
to tell the-
no, it is good. It's
Yeah.
really
I
fun.
can't believe this.
And like Phil, I really like this app. I've ridden virtual training before
Suitcase of courage, you're right.
at home. And
That's where I am right now.
this is probably the most fabulous experience when it comes to. It really is quite interactive.
I love it.
Yeah.
It really is cool. And you know, you can have a friend in Australia you can link up with and meet at the pier and go for a ride together and
Well, I have
communicate.
his name's Matty Heyman,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm not going to ride with
How
him.
about that? You know, is there better advertising than that, Phil? Winning Roubaix, and the first thing, and we didn't even know our friends at
Yeah.
Zwift he wasn't on the payroll.
Right.
That was just him saying it, and
Yeah.
that's organic. And man, that is
Wow.
the impact.
I think that's the payback when the pros like the Amgen Tour of California, when they want to come to a race, that shows that the race is a good race. It's well organised,
Yeah.
and the riders are well looked after. When there's a piece of equipment or an aid to training like this that the professional riders want, then that's also
Yeah.
a good indication that you're onto a good thing.
Absolutely. Boy, he's a well-spoken guy.
He
What,
is.
what a colleague for you, huh?
Terrific guy.
You know, all kidding aside,
We always
you
like
don't
it.
do better than Paul Sherwen, do you, Phil?
You say all kidding aside.
Well,
Okay.
people, you know, I don't care what they say about
No,
Paul.
no.
I'm going to stand up for him. Right?
Go, you should stand up for me.
Yeah.
He was
because we-
handpicked. He was handpicked at the end of the Paris-Nice back in 85, was it Paul? 86?
1985.
Yeah, I said, do you fancy commentating?
when you're ready, let me know.
And he said, yeah, I'll give it a go. Well, it was
That's
another
just
year.
fine.
And then the TV network said, if your mate, quote, wants to work with you, ask him.
There you go.
And that was the start.
Well, and there's something to loyalty in this world,
And
isn't there, Paul?
that's 32 years ago.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
incredible. Hey, I have a
all
good
now.
colleague. You know my friend Brad. Brad Soner is tremendous.
course,
He's
yeah.
a great guy. Phil, have you had a chance to meet Brad along the way? I really, I know he's a big fan of yours. Let's put it that way.
Sorry, I missed this. I'm suffering. Brad, who?
Brad,
Soner.
my colleague.
Oh gosh, sorry.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
Peter Sagan! That one.
Yeah,
You just,
I accidentally blew out my...
you just blew out somebody's speaker.
we have watched him grow up with this race.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, no. Knows his riders, got a real feel for the riders, a real passion, does a great job.
Yeah, thanks. I'll pass that on, Phil.
Wrong way.
Don't.
Okay, let's focus for a second because I want to make sure. You now have lost the plot, Paul. Where's Monica?
She's just behind me. I'm just
Okay.
18
Remember the
meters,
deal
that's
was
fine.
you weren't going to drop Monica?
No,
All right.
we're just together there.
You're half
Yeah.
a mile ahead of me. How's that possible?
Guys, don't you love knowing that in the peloton the teams are talking and they're working out how many guys they're going to put in the chase? There's a lot of deal making that goes on out there.
Well, especially like today. You saw so many
Yeah,
teams
absolutely.
and sprinters.
It went
There
a
was
bit
big
wrong though today,
collaboration.
yeah.
Who do you think? I mean, World Tour. These guys, they don't lose to continental teams often.
No.
That's going to sting. I would
Yeah.
imagine there's a couple directors that had a few words. Was there one team that dropped the ball, or did they all drop the ball
Well,
today?
it was a very difficult tactical decision. If they'd started chasing before the final climb, they'd have blown out the sprinters. So they had to take that climb easily
yeah.
to get over the top with a full complement of riders.
Interesting. So they had some baggage.
Yeah.
That's a really well put, Paul. Yeah.
So they couldn't really start the chase with Kittel and Dick and Colby and the other guys.
Yeah.
So
before the climb.
they maybe could have caught them, but they wouldn't have had the guys they wanted with them if
Exactly.
they did. It's
Yeah.
crazy, this sport, isn't
And
it? Yeah.
that's the tactics they figured out.
See, now Phil is
Yeah.
working with this group here, and it's pretty
Well, using the
similar.
max. Look at that watches of what Phil.
Well,
Yeah.
the hotel lights are starting to flicker, aren't they? He's
Oh,
dimming
I
the
thought
power
they were
grid,
nice.
I think, here.
Yeah,
And you'd think they'd have a robust infrastructure.
absolutely you would really.
Yeah. But,
Especially in California, renewable energy.
yeah, so they're running the hot tub off of your wattage now.
I think I just saw Jens Voigt get out.
People always find it fascinating that both you guys spend time in Africa. What's the story with both of your journey in life? Because I want to live in Africa.
Well, I think mine started first because I moved to East Africa in 1963 when my dad went to work there.
Was he working in the mining industry, or?
Well, actually, kind of, yeah. He was mining phosphate
Uh-huh.
for a fertilizer factory. So I grew up in Uganda, went to school in Kenya, and so I can feel these cobbles.
Yes, you can. I can't. I'm not on.
And so that was my relation. I grew up living in the bush. Going on
So it
safari.
really goes all the way back to your childhood. That's been a big part of your life.
And at that time,
Kind of
at
Chris
school, I was-
Froomish in a way.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I went to school. Interestingly enough, I went to school, which was a farm school, which eventually became the school that Chris Froome went to in Kenya.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Small world, isn't
I
it?
went to a school called Kaptagat, which then morphed into the Banda School.
Now, okay, we'll let
Thanks.
Paul
Enjoy
catch his
the
breath. Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
When Paul talks about Africa, do you know all the places he's talking about, or are you in a different
No.
part of the continent?
I mean, yeah, I'm 3.5 hours by air.
Okay, yeah,
Because
right.
I'm in the north of South Africa where I've got the farm and the animals are totally wild.
Now, would this be where Zimbabwe is?
Yeah, it's the north of us.
Okay, right.
Haven't been to it until they get rid of that politician. Then I won't go there.
So there's political. There's always
Oh.
going to be. That's Africa too, right?
Yeah, very much so.
Well, it's a big continent, and
Yeah.
It's very
and sadly, people don't understand. From my house in Uganda, it takes an hour and a half to fly to the eastern coast. It takes 8 hours to fly to the western coast.
Wow.
Wait, I'm on the cobbles now. How far behind?
Hey guys,
am
do
I?
you have a special place in your heart for Dimension Data? I know it's hard.
Oh, very much so. We know the
Yeah.
rider.
Yeah.
Commentated on him when he was a pro. And he's had this ambition ever since I've known him. And he's built it and brought it to fruition. And on this very day, Dave, he won a stage of the Giro with his rider Frail. And he won the opening stage of Norway with Boaston Harbour.
Yeah.
It was great.
It is. Is it hard, Phil, to remain unbiased, or do you need to remain unbiased?
I don't need to. And
Yeah, right. I don't think you do
I really
either.
have no particular favourites. I love entertainers like I love Peter Sagan because of what he is.
Yeah.
But you've got to say what you see, and you're going to get criticism sometimes. People are going to say, "Oh, you like that guy, stay with him." But I don't mind either way, because contrary to what people think, we rarely speak to these people in their private lives.
Right.
some one or two we meet on the road. But that's about Kunda Court, for example.
Yeah, no, exactly.
He married an Australian. Where he lives, I often go. I've seen him training. We stopped and we chatted, like we just did a few minutes ago, when I had breath.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, there's only so much time in the day, and there's hundreds and hundreds of World Tour riders, and it's funny. I think you connect with these guys. I'm not gonna have you name names, but you know, there's a couple World Tour guys that you might connect with on something outside of cycling. That then you stay in contact more, because I don't think that these, you know, I think that they enjoy non-cycling people in their lives too.
Well, I mean, when you talk to Peter Sagan, one of the things he prefers talking about is not cycling.
Right.
Anything outside the sport.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, you can see
Amen to that, right?
Absolutely.
I think the way that these guys race also reflects a little bit their character.
Sure.
I mean, Phil was talking about some of the favourites that you like. I mean, I love Fabian Cancellara by the way that he raced.
Yeah.
Jens Voigt by the way that he raced. And, you know, we've got to know those guys a little bit outside of cycling. And the thing about cycling is it's a community. And it doesn't matter what you do or where you come from. If you come from Africa,
I am
United
trying
States.
to smile.
I agree. It binds all of us together. I mean,
It's like a big family.
yeah, and you guys really, in a lot of ways, are the spokespeople for that family. You know, you have that amazing opportunity to, you know, introduce so many people to cycling, Phil.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of times that people say to me that you are the soundtrack of their summer, because July is such an important month in America. You know, it's really when the full-on summer thing is happening here. And I mean, I know so many people, guys, that listen to you 3 or 4 times through the day. They just leave NBC Sports on and the replays, and it's just comforting to people. That has to feel nice. You're like everybody's uncle,
gosh.
Phil.
It feels more than nice. I only think what the opposite would be like.
Yeah, no,
But
exactly.
even
Can you
today,
imagine?
in Santa Clarita, I'm not joking, at least 12 people came and said, your wife took up cycling.
Yeah.
I met my wife when I was watching on television. All this, it's fabulous. And thank heavens.
Thank you.
Thank heavens, it makes me feel very proud.
Well, it should. It really should.
I feel I'm paying the price by not training now.
Phil has been such a big part of so many of our lives. Okay, guys, a couple more questions coming in from our friends.
Oh, there's a Kiwi
I want to
going
thank
through the
Charlie
street.
as well. Charlie does such a great job for us here at Zwift. He's a wonderful person. And the question is, guys, the best jersey in the peloton today, or ever. Ever. We'll go with all-timer and today.
All the time, I have to think for a while. At the
Did
moment,
you like Renault Alchitan? Did you like that?
That was pretty cool.
It was all right. Yeah.
At the
Lavender.
moment, what I really like actually is Bahrain, which I
Pretty
think is
cool.
a really simple, classic design.
Yeah, it's old school.
And it is. I really like that this year. Except there's about 5 other teams with red jerseys.
Yeah, red is
Red is the colour.
It definitely is the color.
Manchester United.
Every
Simply
year,
Red. Did you know that song
Simply
is
Red,
about the Manchester United? Those guys.
No, I did not know
Yep,
that, actually.
Simply Red. Yeah, see, I knew I could coach you up on something at some point. It was only a matter of time, right? For you, Phil, which one do you like?
my favourite colours are green, yellow and black. And they are the danger colours in the jungle.
Yeah.
If an animal is yellow and black, like a
That
wasp,
means stay away.
usually means it's poisonous and the birds stay away.
Yeah.
But I like yellow and black, it stands out.
Okay.
Sky Team, can't say particularly
I like Sky.
Team, but
Yeah.
that colour stands out like a beacon, and that's brilliant for television.
You'd think you would, with what you just said, you'd think you'd like Lotto Jumbo.
I'll tell you a jersey I did really like.
Too
that
yellow
they
for me.
changed,
Two yellow, yeah.
Was the original MTM Quebecer jersey. Which,
I was thinking that
Yes,
when
we should never
when
got
we
rid of
had
that
kind of the American referee stripes,
Yeah,
right?
brilliant.
What colour was it,
Well,
Paul?
we were thinking more, it was black and white and yellow.
Yeah,
And-
you
yeah,
know.
totally.
We
it
were
was.
thinking it was a
Well,
little
what's
bit,
happened here? I mean, all
we
this
were thinking
dust.
it was,
You're on Strade Bianchi. Paul is
catching
going
his
to a
big
giant
boots through the
sequoia
haze.
tree. All kinds of stuff is happening. We're
I hope
all
that's
over
not
the
the one
shop.
that fell down in California.
No,
Over the
no,
bridge.
it's still up. Nothing bad ever happens
Actually,
on
one did.
This
Zwift.
is going to be the
One
longest
did,
12
the
minutes in
oldest-
my
I
life.
saw it
One of
flopped over.
No, one of the oldest sequoia trees that had the middle cut out for the cars to go through actually fell down, and they're not allowed to cut it down because it's in a conservation area.
It's a
So it's
protected-
just being left to
Let the
degrade
beetles
to
have
live
it.
naturally. You like that?
Very cool. I love it. Hey, I have one for you guys then. What's the largest living organism on planet Earth. Largest living organism.
That's a trick question.
It's not a trick
I'll pass it
question.
over to Phil for that one.
Phil, would you like to take a stab at that?
Oh,
Are you all
yes.
right? What's going on with your front derailleur
I
here?
don't know, it's kind of piece. It's all right. There's no service car behind it.
No.
I don't know, tell me the answer.
No, and I'm not a mechanic, so there you go.
Oh, no.
Then now you're up in the big ring. You
Oh,
live in the big ring. That's Phil's neighborhood, the big
I'm
ring.
in the big ring.
Okay, man.
Phil,
okay,
come
okay,
on. I think you can do this. I think you can answer what is the
plant.
It's a plant. Correct. Nice. See, everyone goes animal, and that was nice. Good job.
plant.
It is a plant.
A plant.
I'll even tell you the continent that plant resides
Africa,
in.
Colorado.
It is in Utah.
It's one of those,
Yeah.
one of those big redwoods.
Incorrect, my
Oh.
friend.
I was
What-
thinking-
redwoods in Utah.
But what I was thinking
Spruce.
of was
Spruce.
aspen.
That's a good guess, and it is correct because all the aspens are
Well,
interconnected.
that's why I thought it was
Colorado.
Colorado.
It's called Pandora,
Oh.
and it's a group of aspen. But if you kill one of the little aspen shoots, it would kill the whole
Yeah.
Oh, no.
shebang. Yeah.
So are you impressed I knew that?
The birds love aspen.
Dave.
What's that?
Are you impressed that I knew that?
I am, and I'm not surprised. I was actually thinking I had you, but I had you stumped.
10
So,
minutes to go.
best jersey
Come on,
in
guys,
the
10 minutes to
peloton.
go. Somebody come to the front.
How about national team jerseys, which we don't see enough of? It the Azzurra, Squadra Azzurra. That is always beautiful, but that
But I'm a bit biased.
Yeah.
Currently, well, first of all, I think you have
Grande
to have simple.
Bretagna.
No.
Okay.
First of all, I like the most simple jerseys. Not, for the national. You have to respect the national flag and the colours.
So
And
like
currently-
Sergei Sukhruchenkov in the red Soviet jersey. That was
Strong
nasty.
boy.
Yeah, that was nasty.
1980.
Could Sukhruchenkov have won the Tour de France?
He won my milk when I was a
He won the peace race
I
like a
organised
million
the Tour of
times.
Britain.
Yeah.
I first saw him when he won a gold medal in Moscow in 1980. Killed the field.
And also a team time trial gold medal too.
Yeah, and then he rode
Didn't Stephen Roach go to that Olympics?
in 9 milk.
Oh, is that Monica's asking me to slow down? That's
Oh,
cool.
see, you know what?
Sweet.
I'm embarrassed that Monica has to do that because we
I know.
told you a million times,
Yes.
Paul, not to.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And why
I
are
knew you were
waiting
gonna
for
do
me?
that.
Monica's trying to get me back
Oh,
on.
but Monica's up there.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Well, somebody else must have been asking Monica.
yeah, you got it. So that function, the connectivity there, is something that we love about
Oh, back
Swift.
in the tunnel going the other way.
I think because of the conversation, this group is now blown to bits, which happens out there.
absolutely.
This is like being in the second peloton coming in, trying to bring
Avoid
things back
the
together.
elimination time. That was something
Yeah.
I was very good at. Avoiding the elimination time.
So
They
I'm
called him
dark in
Paul
this tunnel.
No Time Cut.
Yes.
Yes.
They called
I'm
me
inside
Paul the
the time
accountant.
cut.
Guys,
Lots of people
this is
around.
another good question here. We have the best questions today. Does Peter Sagan remind you of Sean Kelly in any way?
Well, in the way he's a hard man, yes. Kelly never looked out the window at the weather. He just went out and raced.
You look at results too. He wins a lot of green jerseys
Yeah.
at the tour. That was Sean Kelly's MO.
Had a lot of second places too.
He wins if he's going to win. He had a lot of second place. Man, did Sean? He had the
Kelly
same
had
curse,
Sean,
didn't he?
yeah.
And then 15
Also,
second place.
can win a week-long stage race if things go his way.
Well, Kelly won the Vuelta a España.
Didn't
Kelly
Kelly?
won everything.
Didn't Kelly win Paris-Nice like 7 years in a row?
That's correct.
Yeah,
And
You know
then
why
he
he didn't win it
started-
the 8th time?
because Stephen Roach did.
No,
he
he
didn't
before.
start.
Is that why?
Um,
Did you like my confident answer though? Even though I'm wrong, at least I sounded like I
because
was. Yeah.
Stephen
I like
Roach
it.
won it before Kelly.
That's right.
yeah.
He won as like a 21-year-old or something.
1980.
didn't
Roach set
81.
the
he?
trend.
With racing, did you ride for Peugeot ever?
As an amateur, yeah, I rode for the ACBB.
ACBB.
Now that was a good jersey. Peugeot.
Yeah.
Black
Yeah,
and
that's
white
a
checkers.
classic,
That stood out
isn't
a
it?
mile. Yeah.
That's one of those throwback jerseys that you really and you know the Raleigh jersey, the red and yellow that with Jerry Kneetman.
I
Knetemann.
feel a bit
Knetemann,
like
yeah.
Rafa Micah
Knetemann.
today. I don't think I'm going to catch
And
up.
his
before
daughter
the
races
finish.
today on the women's
That's
circuit.
awesome. Hey, how about Rick Zabel?
Oh, that was a good
Super.
sprint.
Yep, that's super
And we
cool.
met Eric the other day.
Yeah, he's great. I just
I
met
haven't
him
seen
here.
Eric for years because we remember when Rick was born, and Eric brought him
Oh,
on the
sure.
podium of the Tour de France, just born, and now look at him.
Boy, it is amazing how time
Yeah.
moves on, isn't it?
2
Guys,
months in the face.
extreme weather protocol. It's always going to be a
Oh, we're going to
subject.
have that now because it looks like
But
rain.
Phil tried to do extreme weather protocol on Watopia, and they said it's virtual.
Yeah.
And then he said, okay, I'll ride. But guys, it seems like we're making some progress, doesn't it, to you?
No.
Like riders getting a voice and
Well,
Well, yes.
I rode a Paris-Nice in 1980 where it rained every day.
God, and you
we
didn't have
raced
the
with
technical gear then either.
no,
like-
we raced with 5-6 inches of snow on the road, and I used to think we're hard. But I think when I think back now, I think it was pretty stupid.
Yeah, no way.
And
I think we all appreciate how tough you guys were, but it also, you know, it's dangerous.
well, it's more and more dangerous now.
Yeah.
I mean, the sport is much higher
Sports
level.
has changed.
And we had 15 guys who were fantastic. But now, when you look at this race,
That's the
every
thing.
guy who's in
Yeah.
the race is fantastic.
Isn't that exactly right, Phil? Is that it's a weird problem to have, but because these guys are all so damn good, it makes it so hard for anybody to stand out.
Absolutely it is. And but it's not just the hardness. These guys are getting a parallel on fitness, a parallel on equipment, and it's not the same as the old days.
No,
And when you're in-
Stages are
when you
shortened.
say that, is that something you say is a sad way or
Yeah.
just a fact?
No, it's sad, but it's progress. Bernardino, I would imagine, would fall about laughing when you talked about weather protocol.
Yeah.
He was a very hard man, the same for Sean Kelly.
How would
But the world changes.
would
Well,
they
let
have
me
weather
just say
protocol?
that
What was the
when-
date that Eno had the snow when he won? It was
Liège,
a Flesh.
Bastogne,
It was
Liège,
Liège.
98.
Would they have weather protocol that day?
No,
It was only
You know what I'm saying?
It was only
15
17
finished.
guys finished.
Yeah, but no weather protocol.
No.
Not even a conversation.
No.
about
It's cold.
it. No. That's
but riding in the snow is treacherous on a bike.
oh man.
Of course, for a different skill, a different mentality. Oh,
So if we get you guys hooked up, will you see yourselves in Africa, getting out there and doing Zwift?
I'll be on
Yeah,
my,
good. We'll take care of
Only-
that.
the
I'll
only
be
problem
on
with
my
Africa
Swift app in Africa,
is,
but I can't ride because
But
Well,
you,
it's a while.
yeah. So you definitely do want that connectivity. Can you get anything going there?
Yeah.
All right.
But the funny thing is you have to pay for the number of gigabytes you use.
Oh,
And I think the speed I've gone
Very
today,
expensive in Africa.
You know,
and all the graphics, I would have used a lot of gigabytes.
just use Phil's account.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
don't
a good
tell
idea.
anybody.
Right, that'll work.
Excellent idea.
What account?
So you favorite bird again?
4.5 minutes, everybody.
Yeah,
I
we're
want a
almost
big
there.
sprint.
A favorite bird for you?
Favourite bird?
Pelican, but that was mine.
Now in Africa, I know African birds extremely well, and a bird called a Pell's fishing owl. It's becoming very rare, especially where I live.
Say it again.
A Pell's fishing owl.
Okay.
Only eats fish, and it dives in the water to get them.
Is it, and
Very rare.
Is it,
Beautiful browny gold colour.
at night, does
Yes,
it
I've
fish?
seen it in the morning, but very, very, very early, just after dawn. He's going to bed.
That's got to be one of the funny things, Troy, when you travel with Phil, his attention to that, right? Have you ever had to pull over
We
and,
still
and
do it
go
now.
some birdie?
We both do it together because I'm a bird watcher too.
Oh, great. Yep.
And
Yeah.
growing up in the bush, I've
Hello,
learned
Glyn.
to-
Didn't mean to cut in
I've
front
learned
of
the
you.
birds,
Lots
I've
of
learned
love.
the
Okay.
bird calls.
What
And
about
on my
me?
phone, I
You
have a bird
actually,
app.
you really can, can't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's really neat. I really do.
Oh, I can feel the
And what's
fish.
sometimes really cool is you
we're
can
cool.
identify a bird by its call without actually seeing it.
Well, we last night were able to get the
I-
sea otters and the seals. Brad could bark
Wasn't
out,
that
and they would
loud?
bark back at him.
I've seen them
So
from
he's like
Monterey
Dr.
in the
Doolittle.
past.
Well, I've done that with owls in my garden in Kampala.
Everybody's
That's cool.
blocking me.
Call in,
Through.
you call in
Do
the
they come to
spotted
you?
eagle. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've got them.
Does
in
that
the
look
house.
familiar, guys? There's
Oh,
our
yeah,
finish
look.
arch coming through.
What was that?
That was the finish line, just like we have at the Amgen Tour California. This is
But
our
it wasn't the
Zwift.
finish
Oh,
line.
where's Monica?
Still two to
Probably behind you now.
Oh, no, she is. Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
no.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, Monica.
Hey,
Monica
thanks,
Holmes
Monica.
always does such a great
It may
job
have been a
for us.
pleasure to you.
Hey, did you guys have a good time? I know you've been really
Absolutely, that was good
yeah,
fun.
awesome.
I've
Paul
never done so
Sherwen.
much training for the year.
Oh, we've still got 2 minutes.
What did you say,
44
Bill?
seconds to go.
I've never done so much training for the year, but I'm in now.
Well, I'm glad that you got a
I'm
break
gonna
of
ride
sweat and
this every
stuff.
night.
Hey, there's no doubt it's a super honor for us to have on our Zwift Amgen Tour California rides Paul Sherwen and Phil Liggett.
Wish you had a camera.
Guys, you do so much for the sport. I hope you feel the love when you're here at the
We always
ATOC.
do.
You always do,
My
right, Phil?
friends in the Amgen.
You got-
always nice.
Hey, and I heard you did a great job with the Tibco thing. Over
Yeah, yes, we
$200,000 raised, Paul?
Yeah,
Very
well,
proud
that
of
was
that
a very.
team.
You
know,
should
we-
be. Yeah.
We've. It's really Linda Jackson who's done. She was an amazing cyclist herself. Gave up a job in Wall Street to go and ride the Olympic Games, and she's done a great job with the team over the last few years. It's been around for 13 years.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's not easy
Can
to find the
Can we
sponsorship.
send a text or something? I don't know how you do it.
Oh, our man, you know what?
you
Tyler
just
has
send
the
it.
keyboard. What do you want to say, Phil? We'll put it in there for you.
Thanks a lot. And
So from Phil
I'm going
Liggett,
away.
thanks, Tyler. Tyler's a great guy. We have so many friends at Zwift. So Tyler's going to
Yeah.
put in. Would you just say that Phil says
Just
thanks
say
a
it.
lot, Tyler?
even at my age, I've learned something. That's never to ride for Swifty. No, don't ride that.
There we go.
Fabulous. I really enjoyed
So what's guys? Are you heading
on
off
the
to
half minutes,
Ontario
Yeah.
for tomorrow, or do you go straight to Mount Baldy for your
No,
team?
we're straight to Ontario tonight after this.
Oh.
It's going to be a bit sweaty and smelly in the car, but I'll be fine. It's a rental.
So one of the great things
Just say
too
thank
is
you, everyone,
now
for
you got the
comments.
blood flowing,
I
the
really
drive will go
enjoyed it, and I
quickly.
feel
Well,
like I really
well,
did
we're
get
around
personal.
LA, so I don't know.
I think you'll be all right.
Good.
Yeah, should be
For the
fine.
comments.
I think I'll go for a ride on the road with Monica. It's good. I hope Monica feels okay.
There you go. So Phil is, you know,
promise
you
to
can
get fitter
tweet.
next
He's
time.
analog tweeting. He's just telling Tyler what to type, and you guys have a great rest of the race. That's for sure.
Oh, well, how long we got?
41.
40 seconds. Oh. Slowing down now. The sag wagon's gone past me.
I'm gonna have to. I for some reason I thought we said 40 minutes for the ride. Are we going a little
No,
longer?
45. There's a few
Oh,
seconds.
45. I see.
45. We're on
There
the
we go.
countdown
27
now,
seconds to
folks.
go.
You all be good now. Enjoy
Oh, Monica,
wherever you
after-
are in the world.
After
This
being
is
so
absolutely
nice to me,
amazing.
Monica's going for the sprint.
Talking
Yep,
to
yep,
people
yep.
in Japan,
Here she goes, putting her
Unbelievable.
foot on the throat right now.
Australia.
Good job, Monica. Put it to
Note,
him.
the Tassie boys.
I can tell you, Paul is feeling the pressure right now. Phil is just relishing all the
Hello, my
thumbs he's
friends,
getting.
Yo,
Hey.
6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2,
two.
1.
Hey, thanks so much, guys. Again, for Paul Sherwen and Phil Liggett, I'm Dave Towle. We really, really love having you with us.
Oh,
Thanks
Dave.
again, Phil. And you'll see these guys on NBC Sports covering the final 3 stages of the Amgen Tour.
yeah,
It
we
has
hope
been at Donnybrook.
5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific.
That's the way.
We'll see you there. Thank you,
Different
everyone.
time Sunday. It's on NBC.
Perfect. All right, guys.